for our press conference. First of all, congratulations, coach, for winning tonight's game. What was your game plan, and what were the key factors that helped your team to secure the victory?
I can't reveal all the details of the game plan, but Antino and Zuzwa, they do a good job of getting that team going, creating for them. We tried our best to disrupt them and just make it a little bit difficult for the rest of the guys to get going. I thought those guys played well, right? But being tough around the rim, being physical. Tigers is always a very physical team, but just matching that intensity and then just being consistent with our execution, being able to run our stuff, execute our game plan, right? The right offensive plays, the right details, and I think we were able to do that tonight consistently.
You played well tonight against RSSB Tigers. What was your secret behind your game plan?
My teammates and my coaches. I started slow, and everybody was just telling me to stay ready. So,
questions to the media. First of all, tell us your name and media house you are representing, and who is going to answer the question.
My name is Chichaboke from OSM. I have one question for Coach. Coach, before we came into the game, it almost felt like it was going to be an easy game for APR. At least watching the Tigers games previously and then watching how APR plays. What do you think went wrong tonight? And why was it just as much of a walkover as we thought it was going to be?
Well, we never thought it was going to be a walkover. Tigers is very physical. They find a way to keep themselves in the game. They meet you at the rim, they bump you, they grab you, they make it difficult on teams. So regardless on the games that they've lost, all of their games have been close, pretty much, right? But they're a team, they just never give up. So I wouldn't say that went wrong. I know on our end, we had a few givebacks, some missed layups or some missed plays or some rushed plays where we've turned the ball over. We turned the ball over a ton of times in the first half. But the second half, we came back and cut our turnovers down to 6, right? So obviously, that gives them confidence. Any team that remains confident early in the game, they're going to be able to stay in the game. But for us, by no means did we ever think it was going to be a walkover.
All right, my question for you is, now that you guys know that you're going to be facing the Tigers in the playoffs, what are you doing as pretty much the center man for APR in preparation for that 5-game matchup?
You said, what are we doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What am I doing personally?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just getting with my guys, getting with the coaching staff. We watching film, we practicing. Basically, a lot of the same stuff we did this week, just with some few tweaks to make sure we don't give up 8 offensive rebounds to Nathaniel Roberts, and slow down Zua and Tina.
I'm David from RBL. I have 2 questions for you, Coach. So you have to be for Winuka during the period with the Tigers. What can you say about him based on today's game?
I don't think the game defines who he is as a coach one way or another. We worked together. I thought they came together with a good game plan. The game was competitive, and yeah, we shared the court. We've shared some ideas, so both coaches know a little bit more about each other as far as coaching style and different details. But I thought he did a good job just continuing to rally his group through the game tonight.
So, Coach, let us take a look on so there's no big difference between the first the team as a first team with the second and the other teams. How can you assess your regular season team's performance compared to the others?
Well, first of all, during the season, we got to acknowledge that there's a lot of breaks in the season. All of the stuff that happened with the BAL, all of the breaks that we had, both teams, Tigers and APR, gaining players, losing players, 3 months off, trying to get players back in. It's been proven that any team that's competing in the BAL, it happened to be 2 of us, a lot of those teams go back to their league and lose the championships, a lot of them. People think that you become better, but in the BAL, you're actually losing players when you come back to your league, right? So it takes a lot of adjustment and growth to get back to it. Teams like Reagan Patriots have been consistent the whole way. They've kept their same exact players the whole way. You add a piece or two, that's easier to incorporate, right? So those teams I think have great chemistry going right now. Teams like us and Tigers, we're continuing to build our chemistry back and find our rotations and different things like that. So there's a difference there from that aspect. But I think all of the teams are competitive, and I think the playoffs are going to be very, very entertaining for everyone.
Last question.
Thank you. My name is Jim from South Africa. My question goes to Coach. Coach, today we have seen that Justin he didn't play any minute, and we know that last games he was good, scoring, even 3 points. What can you say, or why have you taken the decision to put him on the bench?
I mean, every game is about winning the game, right? You have good games, you have bad games, you find the rhythm, especially games like this, you find the rhythm and you stick with your group. I mean, you could look at opportunities in the game, you could look at guys that play really well in the third quarter and they might not be on the court on the fourth quarter, right? That's professional basketball. You know, unfortunately in the game when you have 12 guys, only 5 could be on the court, basketball is just not equal opportunity for everybody. So different situations have to come up for different players to be in the game, right? Justin's not the only one. You had William that played 4 minutes. You had Gaston that played 5 minutes, right? But you've seen other games where they're playing 25 minutes, right? So there's never anything personal. As a team, we come together and we're trying to move towards a victory, right? Any night, it could be anybody. That's actually what I love about this group because we have all these guys that's ready and prepared, and it gives us a lot of weapons down the stretch.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you for being with us tonight, and we wish you all of the best for the coming playoffs.
Thank you.
Thank you.